What's good, YouTube? It's your main man, AV the Hero, back again with another video. And today I got some breaking news for you that is not good news. I also want to share with you a perspective on this Gelo ball situation that I'm sure you have not heard anywhere else. Let's go.
Out with my dude, AV the Hero. Well, we getting it down in the ball state, baby.
Hey, AV, way to get out of the way. Way to get out of the lane.
What do you thought about that, Jay?
I like that. Yeah, I told you, he's a hustler for it.
Let's go. I'm out.
Alright, first things first, thank you for hitting the sub button, notification bell, and for you, the real ones who have hit the like button before the intro was even over. I know y'all part of that 15K. We grinding to 16. Let's get it. Now, some tough news just came down from Greensborro. And now I say this news is tough, and it's tough depending on who you are. Because to me, this information has some underlying negativity to it. But for some folks, this is a great day. All right, so we'll look at it from both those perspectives. I also want to shed some light on what I think is happening with that Gelo ball situation, and why we're seeing him not getting the minutes that that we most of us feel like he deserves. Okay, so let's start with this first. Now, to me, this is some good news. For me, I don't know if it's good news for Mr. Vernon Carey. Okay, so the Charlotte Hornets have recalled Vernon Carey to their roster. Now, I have said this earlier on when we talked about the Gelo video. Vernon Carey is in a tough situation because last year when the Hornets needed a big, they had Nick Richards and Vernon Carey with the G League. They called up Vernon Carey. This year, the Hornets needed a big. They kept Nick Richards, sent Vernon Carey back to the G League. The last game Vernon played, I believe he had a pretty good game. Not the second game, he really looked good. But it seemed like they were feeding him the ball and trying to feature him. Now, for most folks, you watch those Hornets and you say, yo, you need a big, y'all need a big. But those same folks, most of them don't think that Vernon Carey is the answer. So for Vernon, this is a good thing because possibly you get to go be back with the main roster. However, I believe that this is just a trade. We had two guys sitting on the bench and now we swapping them out for some other folks who are going to be sitting on the bench. Kai Jones and James Bouknight, two guys who we have talked about recently as well. That's why you gotta subscribe to the channel so you can get this information, because I just said this the other day that my man Bouknight and Kai Jones are sitting on the end of the bench and not playing, and they looking like, damn, we might as well just go to the G League. Rather get some minutes. If you want us to develop, let us develop, but we gotta play to do that. And we see the G League track record. You look at that Bucks team from last year, damn near 60% of the guys who won a championship with the Bucks last year have spent some time in the G League. So you see that folks really get the development. You look at GP, Gary Payton II over there with Golden State, was in the G League draft last year. And has made himself a contributor on a really good team. So going down to the G League, to me, I feel like the stigma that it once had is probably not there anymore, because it seems like most everybody is coming through there. So now you got James Bouknight and you got Kai Jones. Kai Jones, who was like, you know, on this Hornets team, they like to have the power forward center be kind of dual role guys. That was Kai Jones, was not sniffing the floor, even though they needed some help with the bigs. So I think that the Vernon Carey switch is probably just like, okay, Vernon, you come sit on the bench, and all of those touches that Vernon was getting down in the G League, then Kai, now you get those. Bouknight, show us that you got the bag. Go down there and get some shots up. This is tough, right? Because obviously we've been wanting to see your man Gelo get in the game and maybe get some opportunity. This sounds like that opportunity is possibly gone out the window. However, here's one perspective, and this is not the perspective that I was saying that you're not going to hear from anywhere else. Here's one perspective. The one or two things happen. A few things could have happened in this situation. This Greensborro team, who I believe has not won a game, either did a couple things, right? Because in my head, I think that the ideal is we're trying to develop these guys. So it's not about the wins and losses, right? You get Vernon Carey in there. We want to get him some touches, learn, see what he can do. We got all of these other dudes. We want to get them touches and develop them, right? And if that's the case, if you're developing these guys, then it don't matter if they lose, right? But if you are playing sports, you gotta want to win. So maybe this Hornets team say, you know what, y'all down there catching L's, and we got two guys up here who's not doing anything but practicing and giving us a look. Why don't we send them down there to y'all, and hopefully y'all can get things going. And if you are not a pessimist, but if you are a person who is a positive outlook, may be included in that conversation. Why don't you also get a boy Gelo some more minutes? Obviously, the guys who you think should be playing are leading you to L after L after L. Let us give you two new players. Send us Vernon Carey, because we know he think he a superstar and he want the ball every damn time. Send him back up here. Now play these two, play Gelo, and it's up and it's stuck. That's what I hope is happening. I don't know if that's happening. I think that it is a possibility, and here's what this is the part that I don't think you're going to hear anywhere else. I think that part of the situation with Gelo is this, right? So upon my research, all right, you look at guys like the Vernon Careys of the world, these two, James Bouknight, Kai Jones, who get assigned to the G League team, right? What that means is they signed an NBA contract. It's on the dotted line. We're gonna send you down there. You still gonna make your NBA bread. You just gonna get minutes down there. Don't affect them too much in the pockets. You get the two-way guys, the Kulu Blows dude, and one of the whoever else is on there. It don't even matter. The other two-way guy. If you come up here, you get a little extra money. You stay down there, you get that money, right? It's a split. Then you get the other guys, the Gelos, the other in the Crutchfields, all of them who just making G League bread. Here is the difference between Gelo's situation, and this is why one reason that he might not be getting minutes right now, right? Is part of the speculation from the beginning of time has been that this Hornets team actually knows what they have in LiAngelo Ball. They actually know that he can hooper. They respect his jumper. They know that he has the shot. You look at that first game from him, and you seen a guy who is like, yo, this dude is something special. You look at the first game in the summer league. When you give him significant minutes, you get results. If we go here and you look at the last game, he playing limited minutes, still giving you 8 points on 3%. That's damn good. The other, so you have a guy who they might know is a hooper, okay? And here's the thing, is that if you're playing in the G League, you are, especially a dude, because if you remember, at certain times, right, you can be assigned to a team and a team can control your rights. And when they do that, like, you just can't be called up by anybody. If you're a two-way guy, anybody can't call you up. If you are if you're a guy on assignment, just anybody in the NBA can't call you up if you start hooping. And I believe that if you're one of these guys who, like, we brought you into training camp, we signed you, we drafted you, and we have your rights, and we put you on our G League, just anybody can't call you up like that. There's some stipulations for it. But if you're one of these guys who sign to the G League and you start hooping, anybody can come get you. Anybody. If you go out and you play 17 minutes and you give us 22 points and you shooting over 50% from behind the arc, anybody can come and say, yo, actually, come on, we'll take you. If you go back to the Gelo situation, the Hornets tried to sign him, waive him, retain his rights, send him to the G League. It didn't happen. Why? Because Gelo signed to the G League to enter the draft ahead of time. So now he is on that team, and if he start hooping, anybody can come get him. So they saying, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up, slow down. We're gonna see what we can do, but we can't let you hoop like that. We know you need some time. You ain't played hoops really in 3 years. We'll give you some minutes here and there. We're gonna give you that burn in practice. And then when we need the sniper in the big leagues, we're gonna let the sniper snipe. I'm not saying that that's 100% what's going on, but I'm saying it's a high chance and it's a probability. It may be not a high chance, but it is a probability. If I'm tripping, let me know that I'm tripping in the comment section. Breaking news. Make sure you subscribe with your boy, AB the Hero. It is always much love, and we are up out of this thing. Peace.
No, not peace. +1, triple B's. We out.